Yeah, so the idea to write a book about preparing dogs for a pending arrival of a new baby came about. I was doing a lot of, I do behaviour house calls for dogs and cats, and I was seeing a lot of dogs that they had the new baby at home, and the baby was a few weeks old and they're having a few problems with the dog. And I was sort of thinking, I was seeing all these people, if only I could have got to them during when they were pregnant and given them a little bit of information, perhaps 3 things to do while they were pregnant, then it could have saved me being out to them now when they've got the baby and they've got all these issues going along. So look, initially I had a little bit of a handout that I sort of started with, and then I looked at information online and there wasn't a lot online, and so I expanded that and from there sort of produced a book and a CD as well. And at the same time my first daughter was born too, and so I followed my wife around and harassed her to get some sounds of our baby crying, my little daughter crying and laughing and giggling, and so all those different sounds I put onto the CD as well, so you can get a dog used to the sounds before the baby arrives. Some of the book talks a little bit about aggression. Obviously, unfortunately, sometimes incidents do occur between the dog and the baby. And so the idea of the book is highlighting the warning signs that might happen with your dog, and also obviously enabling it so you can avoid it occurring in your situation. It also talks about things you need to be doing in sort of 3 different phases. It looks at the period between, obviously, once you're pregnant and before your baby's born, things you need to be doing for preparing the dog. And then obviously when baby's first born, and actually before you bring the baby home, some stuff that the partner needs to do. There's some simple things he needs to do. And then also the book talks about when you first bring your little baby home, how do you introduce your fur child, the dog, to your human baby, and how do you know that's going well, and maybe if it's not going so well, what you can change, and what you can improve for the next time. As I said, it also comes with that CD of baby sounds, and also on the track I've put there's 2 tracks of toy noises on as well. So one is all different toy noises, and the other one is squeaky toys. So some dogs are really reactive to squeaky toys and they get really excited by the sound of squeaky toys. So you don't want the baby to have a squeaky toy and the dog's like, oh, that's my toy, so it jumps on it. So it talks about how to teach the dog that these are your toys and these aren't your toys, these are the baby toys as well.